Well, hey, this Tuesday edition of TouchPoint brings us to actually a really familiar passage I think you're all going to remember. And this is the passage in Mark chapter 2, where there was this paralyzed guy and he had 4 friends. And they went to bring him to Jesus, but they couldn't get to Jesus because there was such a large crowd that was out there at the guy's house where Jesus was speaking. And so what they did is they got up on the roof and they ripped open the roof and they lowered him down right in front of the Lord, right in the midst of the whole crowd. And it was pretty crazy scene. Let me read it here, Mark chapter 2, starting in verse 4. Being unable to get to him because of the crowd, they removed the roof above him. And when they had dug an opening, they let down the pallet on which the paralytic man was laying. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said to the paralytic, "Son, your sins have been forgiven." Wow, that's a wonderful passage. And I want to tell you, it is actually pretty challenging to me personally. And the reason why that is because when Jesus saw all the actions, what he said was, "I see your faith." He didn't say, "Boy, you sure told me about your faith. You know, you talk the talk well." But he said, "I actually see it on you." If you've been walking with the Lord for any real length of time, you'll know with me that it becomes easy to, talk the talk and you say the words. We all kind of know what we all understand. And even as a pastor, it's expected to, say certain things, to live a certain life. But it doesn't fool Jesus. He always sees inside. And in this case, he says, "I see what's inside of you. I see your behavior. I see your actions, and I see that it's faith." I said that was challenging, but it's also comforting to me. And we should just know that God calls us to live a faith that's seen before the world. It's not hard to do because his Spirit lives in us. And as we live it out, it's actually should be kind of hard not to see it. If we're forgiving the way we should be forgiving, if we're loving the way we should be loving, protecting and being gentle and being kind and long-suffering and all those things, if we're doing all that stuff, people see that faith. It's not just words, it's not just talk, but they see it in our lives. So when it comes time for us to actually testify, to proclaim the life of Jesus, there really should be no surprise because they will have seen it lived first, and then they're told about it. In fact, and so it kind of works like you live it out, and then when they say, "What's different about you? Why is it when you're around, things are just different? I feel different. I see different things. You don't behave like the rest of us. You behave in an honorable way." They're seeing your faith. And when it comes time to say, "Let me tell you what it is," it's because Jesus has made me born again. He has redeemed my life, and now his Spirit lives in me. Won't be any surprise. They see our faith. That's kind of faith that I want, and it's kind of faith I want us to have together. Not just a word kind of faith, but a kind of faith that's tangible, that people can detect. And I think that's the mark when Jesus lives in someone, lives in this world, lives in the people. I don't know if there's any way that it doesn't happen if he's really living in us. My encouragement to us and today is let him dwell in you deeply enough, richly enough that it won't be hard for him to come out, if I can say it that way. His life will just come out. Those traits that he's about, his care and his concern, his love for others, just let it come out. And you'll be living your faith and people will say, "I see it." Okay? Maybe we can do that today. Hey, I can't wait to see you on Sunday, 10 o'clock, online, in person, doesn't matter. Can't wait to see you there. And if you haven't done it yet, be sure that you get the our new spiritual campaign book, Time to Dream. We're expected to be a real good time, and we can't wait to see you there. And just as we can grow together, as we're in community together, people can see our faith that way. All right. We love you. You're doing good. Can't wait to catch up with you on Sunday.